Over the last year, many of us have had to work from home, and if you're anything like me, this was my first time working from home, and it's super easy to get distracted, especially in sales when you kind of control your own schedule. Some days I wake up and think, you know what, I'm just gonna move my office to my bed today, and then I realize at the end of the day, I've made no calls, my productivity has been destroyed. Although the end is almost in sight with companies such as Facebook and Uber, even in California, announcing a return to office plan here in the next couple months, I thought it would still be valuable to each of you, especially this community of salespeople we've built, to talk about how to stay motivated while working from home in sales. I have a list of 5 things to keep in mind. This video is being released on a Friday, so I hope it's fun. I hope you have some nice weekend plans. I'm a little bit sick right now, so if you want to give me a pity like, make sure to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. We're closing in on our target subscriber goal of 100,000 subscribers, so we can't get there without your support. It really helps the channel. Let's get into the top 5 right now so that you guys can keep your productivity up on a Friday. Friday afternoon cold calls, I talk a lot about this. One call can change the entire course of your entire week, month, or year. So make your calls this afternoon. But the first tip you need to know in order to stay productive while working from home is that you need to set a schedule. This is advice I always give to new reps, even if you're working in an office, but go on your calendar and allocate different blocks of time. From 8 to 9, I'm gonna cold call. From 9 to 10, I'm gonna prospect. From 11 to 11:30, I'm gonna mark self-development, but not actually do it on my calendar. Break your day up into time blocks and try and stick to them. A lot of people will say go 20 minutes on, 10 minutes off, whatever it is. Do whatever works for you, but just set different blocks in your calendar based on the tasks and things you want to accomplish that day, because it will incentivize you to do good behavior. And rather than watching that Netflix show from 1 to 2, you need to mark sales prospecting and go and actually do your numbers. The second tip you need to have is a dedicated workspace. So let me show you guys what I got going on right now. I'm in Ohio right now. I've got my ring light. That's a little unicorn. I've got a desk. I've got a trash chair. I've got a monitor. If you're trying to work from some uncomfortable dining room chair, if you don't have a desk and you just sit in your bed with your laptop on your lap, you're never going to be as productive as I am, someone who actually has a desk. You need a dedicated workspace. Don't just work from a kitchen table. I'm sure you've found what works best for you to this point, but I've found personally, if I don't have a desk, if I don't have an extra monitor, if I don't have some quietness, if I don't like the seating around me, then I'm just not going to be as productive. So you need to have that dedicated workspace that when you wake up, you do your 10-foot commute to your workspace, you know, okay, I'm here to work, I'm going to do my thing, let's get after it. The number 3 tip you need is limit your distractions and interruptions. And I think this plays into the workspace idea, because if you're gonna set up shop at a coffee shop each day, if you're gonna set up right next to your big flat screen TV, if you're gonna set up right next to your Xbox, then the incentives are gonna say, hey, you've worked hard today, it's 3:30. Why don't you put in NBA 2K and go crush some people online? You're gonna be incentivized wrong, so you need to remove yourself from the distractions. So your cell phone, get it out of your reach. You don't even want to be able to see it. Psychologically, when you see your phone, you're going to be distracted. So put your phone so you can't even see it. Don't be next to your TV. Don't be in an area in which you have kids running around, although that may be tough. And I don't have children, so I really can't relate to that. And it's not fair for me to give advice telling you what to do. But try and put yourself in a space that you're not going to be distracted in, because that's going to help you be more productive and ultimately hit your quota sooner rather than later. The number 4 tip is remind yourself of your goals each and every day. This is something I've been doing forever, playing in visualization, manifestation, the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it. But just waking up each and every day, it's super hard to stay motivated, because some days I'm like, there's no end in sight. I have no purpose. I simply wake up, I eat, I poop, I drink coffee, I make my sales calls, and then that's it. And then I get paid twice a month, and then it's rinse and repeat, and there's really no end in sight. But the thing that keeps me going is keeping my long-term goals in mind. So I'm always writing them down. I'm always putting them on Post-it notes. I'm putting the Post-it notes on my mirror, on my desktop monitor, writing on pieces of paper and reading it each day. Remind yourself of your goals and why you're doing it. And this is going to be a peer to your life when you look back and think, wow, I really either advanced my career forward, or I wasted a lot of time working from home, not being productive, just being, because it's really easy to get lost in the noise, especially in technology companies. A lot of our jobs may or may not be relevant, but if you're in sales, you are relevant because you're in a quota carrying role. You're helping your organization grow the top line revenue, and you can't hide because you have clear metrics tied to your performance. Either you hit your number or you don't. So by reminding yourself of your goals each and every day, that's going to put you in the best spot possible to hit your number and actually work hard that day, knowing that it's contributing to your success presently and later in life. And then the fifth and final point, which I think is most important, is that you need to regulate your emotions. I live by myself, so I can do my thing during the day and then be an absolute delinquent in the evening, not talk to anyone, not socialize, not do anything besides live in my own quiet little headspace. But if you're in a place, if you have roommates, if you have family, if you're going out and doing things, it's really hard to separate church and state. It's really hard to separate personal life and work when the boundaries are so hazed, when you can pull up your smartphone and, hey, I got an email at 7:30, let me attend to this. It's also really easy to get worked up during the day, having a tough day, and then carry that directly into your personal life because you're already at home in your workspace. Your workspace potentially is your at-home space. So you need to regulate your emotions and turn off. Once you're done doing your sales job during the day, flip the switch, go out, sit in your car for a minute, go take a shower, go sit somewhere and just think quietly and say, okay, I had my work day. And then once you stop working, try and stop working. And I found that to be helpful. But if you have a YouTube channel, that's when your job actually starts. Once you get done working in the sales job, because then you got to make the videos in the evenings, guys. This is video like 86 or 87 in a row. So if you can appreciate that grind, make sure to support the channel. Would really appreciate it if you could do a like. That fires me up. Hit the subscribe button. Hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm going to start posting messages from you guys on LinkedIn on the YouTube community tab. I just got a message today of someone who said this channel helped them get hired at Snowflake as an SDR. So messages like that, guys, really keep me going, especially in times when I don't feel like making videos, especially when I'm feeling sick. It's hard to be making this right now. It wasn't easy, and I thought about saying, that little voice in my head said, you know what, Trent? You've done a lot. You've done enough. You're growing. You can take a day off. As soon as you hear that voice, that was when I was like, okay, turn the ring light on, sit down, you need to make the video. So when you're working at home and during the day at 12:30 and you're like, you got 5-6 more hours, like maybe you should just go watch a show. As soon as you hear that, guys, that's when you need to take immediate action. Remind yourself of your goals, go to your designated workspace, start taking action, and just know what you need to be doing. Your day ideally is calendared, it's blocked off, so you know what you should be doing, but keep going, guys. Hopefully you can relate to this. It's not easy working from home. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Give yourself a little pat on the back. I can't even talk right now. Give yourself a break, and we deserve it, guys. We deserve the weekend. It's been a tough year. Things are starting to clear up. Offices are starting to reopen. I can see that, guys. We're going to be back in the office before we know it. We're going to be back doing those horrific commutes, and we're going to look back and say, you know what, that was actually a pretty calm period of our life. So while we still have it, make sure to enjoy it. Make sure to stay productive. If these 5 tips helped you, let me know in the comments below. If you have any extra tips, would love to hear those as well. I'm always looking to increase my productivity, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.